Adam, we'll go ahead without a CS. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all very much for responding to our invitation to this briefing. Let me begin by welcoming you to the State Law Office and also to apologize for the delay in addressing you. We should have been here at 12 noon, but I was attending a meeting of the NDICC, which involves all cabinet secretaries, and the meeting took slightly longer than anticipated. I will read an abridged version of the Honourable the Attorney General's response, and thereafter we will make available to you a longer version which has, we hope, all the answers that you might wish to have. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second time in less than a week, the Honourable the Chief Justice has taken to launching a public attack against His Excellency the President and the Executive at large through an avalanche of press conferences. This is not only a serious breach of established norms of government, but is also a puzzling move given the direct line of communication that exists between the Honourable the Chief Justice and His Excellency the President. Of particular concern is the fact that these emotive and highly charged public attacks by the Honourable the Chief Justice have now taken a decisively personal slant. I will not join the raging public in discussing the overall temperate and stability of some of us called to serve. Further, the Honourable the Chief Justice is openly commenting on the relative merits and demerits of cases involving the Executive, which are still pending in the courts. This not only creates a perception that the Honourable the Chief Justice is seeking to influence the outcome of these cases, but also raises questions as to why he, as a Justice of the Supreme Court, is expressing extrajudicial opinions on matters that may end up in the Supreme Court for hearing and determination. The Executive declines to follow the example of the Honourable the Chief Justice in a descent into public forum attacks. We strongly believe in the norms of governance and in the long-established communication channels between arms of government. The Executive shall not play to the gallery, but rather we shall reach out to our counterparts and seek to build synergies and cooperation demanded by the people of Kenya from their government. Government is a calling to public service and delivery for the benefit of the people of Kenya, not grandstanding and playing to the gallery for hero status. As such, and in keeping with those long-established principles, we shall respond to the Honourable the Chief Justice directly with respect to the issues he has raised, which are not the subject of ongoing cases. The Executive also declines to comment on the relative merits or demerits of the ongoing cases referred to by the Honourable the Chief Justice in his press release. Besides that, the doctrine of sub judice and contempt of court, which the Honourable the Chief Justice may have breached by commenting on what should have been the outcomes of those pending cases, is a vital part of our constitutional architecture and a key pillar of the judicial independence of judges and magistrates hearing those cases. We strongly believe that court cases should be litigated within the corridors of justice and not at media briefings. The executive will respect those doctrines and jealously guard against interference with judicial independence. That said, His Excellency the President will not abdicate his role as head of state and government to appoint persons with a questionable record to serve the nation in the solemn role of judge. At a time when our nation is grappling with the negative effects of COVID-19 pandemic, which have included the near total shuttering of our courts by order of the Honourable the Chief Justice, we invite that office to focus on reopening access to justice, eliminating the inordinately high levels of backlog of cases, and addressing the concerns of litigants over the administrative barriers that constrain their ability to be heard by the courts. There is only one government of the Republic of Kenya. All its arms and levels were constituted by the people of Kenya to serve them and deliver public good. The people of Kenya deserve wise and effective leadership that builds synergies and prioritizes over service as opposed to self. As always, the executive is ready and willing to work with the other arms of government and in delivering the Kenyan dream as so eloquently enunciated by His Excellency the President during the Madaraka Day State Address. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said earlier, you will have a longer version of what I have said, which will give specific answers to the issues that have been raised by the Honourable the Chief Justice. We thank you, and we will not be taking any questions. Thank you very much for attending.